I don't know why you guys are making me do this, but we're doing it. Hey everyone, it's Dare. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. You guys have been enjoying my Dear Diary series where I react to the animation channel called Dear Diary, and you guys have really seemed to enjoy it, and I love the conversation that we have started with that so we can like connect and bond. Now, one of you decided to message me and said, you're really great at reacting to these Dear Diary videos. Like, wow, so great. But what I'd like for you to react to, since that seems to be the thing that you like to do, is your own video. And I was like, that I can do. So today, I'm scrolling all the way back on my YouTube channel to my very first YouTube video, which is my wet seal model challenge entry audition that I entered in. So yeah, this was a while ago. So we're gonna scroll on back and enjoy that. So let's get comfortable, grab a snack, because we're gonna be pausing a lot. It's only 58 seconds long, so let's get to it. And I always dare to be different. Let me show you how. Once upon a time, I worked at a restaurant as a server, all the way in Minnesota. I always told my tables about how I dreamed of becoming a cover model. So, to make my dreams a reality, at the age of 19, I packed up and moved across the country to Florida. I packed up the way that I said that! Ah! Rewind. I packed up and moved across the country to Florida. I packed up. Oh my gosh, the Minnesota is so apparent in my voice. Oh, I packed up. Oh my gosh. Okay, so like I said in this video, I was 19. I moved from Minnesota to Florida to pursue Disney. That's the main reason I moved, but for this audition I was like, we don't want to talk about Disney, we don't like, let's just get right to it and let's say like I moved here to be a model, because I thought it like sounded better, it like fit their appeal and their vibe better, so that way they didn't, you know, because you don't want to tell them you moved for a different reason than the thing you're auditioning for. So I was like, okay.
I want to be the next wet seal model, because whether it's going to a casting call or to the beach, wet seal has physically and literally got my back. Wearing wet seal's clothing has always given me an opportunity to let my personality shine through.
An opportunity. The way I say words is so different now. Like, I was so northern back then that it's crazy to hear myself talk this way.
And that's how I dare to be different. From snow to sun, I'm ready to have some fun.
Okay, so the music is copyrighted, so obviously I can't play it all the way through. But that video took me so long to make and edit. Like, it took like all day and all, like it took me a while, and I edited it through a free editing software, and that's how I knew I wanted to be a YouTuber, was because I made this video. I put so much time and effort into it, and I was so proud of it. I ended up making it into the top 10, but I think I was like too old, because it was all based on votes. So I made it to the top 10, and I think I was in like the top 6, and then I didn't make the top 5 or whatever, or something like that. And I think it kind of came down to the fact that they were looking for like really young girls, and I was just not that young. There's a singing video, and I don't really want to react to that because that's kind of like cringy, but let's watch my very first Parada Couture model photo shoot. This was a video, I was still living in Orlando, but I got casted by this bikini company to drive out to their location and shoot with a photographer who had actually done Playboy before. So like he had shot a Playboy cover before. So it's kind of cool that I got selected to do this bikini line. I only worked with them like once or twice, and then I never like did again, and I don't know really what happened to them, but we'll watch the vlog.
Good morning, everyone. Hi, it's Dare, and today's the big day, so we're gonna start getting ready for our modeling shoot.
Is it just me, or did my nose get smaller? Like I don't, maybe it's the way I do my makeup, but I feel like in these videos, my nose looks huge for some reason. So I don't really know what that's all about. Maybe it's just like my face maybe got wider over the years. I don't know. It's just something I've noticed looking back in pictures, like, ooh girl, that nose, ooh.
As you can see, my voice is really tired, and I look really tired. So I'm gonna start getting ready and making myself look not tired at all and amazing. So you can have a wonderful day today. Let's get started. This is my counter right now.
Wow. I miss that bathroom so much. I used to have my own house. I used to drive my own BMW Z4. And I think a lot of you actually are curious like what happened with that. From the outside, it looked like things were going really well and they were going great. Financially, so I moved down here with a boy. I'm safe to call him a boy because we were really young at that point. I moved down here with a boy and we decided to live with my parents for a while, and then we felt like we were ready to move out on our own. So we both had really fancy, nice cars, and we had a dog that we shared together. We were renting out a house, which was pretty decent out in like Davenport, which is like a more expensive area. And it was extremely nice, but like we just didn't make enough money to afford that house. So we brought in a roommate who literally like screwed us over. He was not paying rent. He was inviting friends over. Like there was all kinds of crazy drama that happened. So it looks like a beautiful picture now that like I was in this big house, but in actuality, it was just like pure hell. The boy I was dating did not approve of me being a Disney princess. I honestly don't really know what happened to him after we had split up and I kind of like left him with the house, which I don't think was a good move on my part, but again, I was still relatively young and I had my family here in Florida to support me. So it was pretty easy for me to like get out of that relationship, and I didn't realize that relationship was toxic until my mom brought it up to me. So that's another like long story time that maybe we could talk about, but that's kind of where this place is that I'm so happy and positive, but like in reality, like my life at this moment is like falling apart and like hell, you know, it's crazy.
Finished getting ready. See, I have my whole hair curled.
Hey everyone, I'm now just getting ready to leave in my car. So like I said earlier, I have my hair all curled. So yes, it's probably gonna fall out a little bit, but that's all right. That's what we're looking for, is that we want it to be really big and bouncy now. So by the time I get there, it'll be just slight waves, and I'm gonna take a brush and brush it all out so it'll be even more of like a beachy kind of wave. I was actually planning on leaving at 8:30, and look at what time it is. It is 8:06. So we are leaving super early, but it's also an hour and 30-minute drive. So it's important that you're the model who's always early. So just leave early so you can be the good model. It's so weird like seeing me try to give like modeling advice when like back then I was such a different model than I am now. Like it's crazy. Like, man, wow. I'm actually really proud of myself. Like I put together a pretty decent video for literally like 4 years ago or 6 years ago. It's crazy, it's genuinely crazy, but I think I did a good job giving tips, but past editing me should have edited out like so many different things, made the talking a little bit more louder, like just little things like that are kind of like bothering me as a future viewer, you know? Who knew I would be critiquing myself in the past? No wait, my future self critiquing my past self. It's kind of weird.
All right, we finally made it. This is so crazy. Like, let me show you guys around. Okay, so this is our little like getting ready area. Oh, I forgot to say, I am like super early. So no one else is here, so I got my own little tour. It's quite amazing. So look at this. This is like our little area to get ready, a little closet, some chairs. Now check this room out. Whew, could I have this in my house, please? This is incredible. This is so awesome. So we'll be doing some stuff inside here. And then over here, look at all these lights. But later, look at this. This is amazing. So apparently we're gonna be doing some stuff in the pool today too, which I'm super stoked for. Look at this. They have a hot tub up and over the edge there. Little picnic table. Look at this. Chairs over here. Look at, they have it all set up so the light's gonna reflect right off these chairs and we get to model the chairs. It's so beautiful. Look at right up here. It's a little hot tub area. Look at that. This is crazy. Can't you see me living here? No? Me either.
Interesting. It's so crazy like how much I was impressed by back then because I was so new to modeling. But yeah, I'm really proud of myself that like these were my first steps into YouTube. Like it's a little cringy just because like I know that I was going through a lot at this point in my life, like working at Disney full time, dealing with my abusive boyfriend, and like just, you know, trying my best to be positive through it all. So it's crazy to watch now that I'm a completely different person now. I'm a completely different person than I was like 2 years ago. It's crazy how much we change as we go, and I really cherish and hold my YouTube channel like near and dear to my heart, because there's so many videos on here that I would hate to just all of a sudden lose. And I hope I never have to have that happen. But man, it's so refreshing to look back and see where I've come from. This is so incredible. And like down over this way, look at all these screens they have here. This is crazy. And they have more lights, and we're gonna shoot over here a little bit later. Hello, I live here. Can you name that movie? That's from Sex and the City. Just to let you know. No? It's okay, it's Sex and the City. But seriously, this is gonna be amazing. So I am gonna hurry up, finish doing my hair, my makeup, and then we'll get started with some fun adventures. Ready for my close-up. Definitely tell my face shape has changed a lot. Like I think I got like rounder. Then like my face was so thin back then, and my hair was so much longer and thicker, and now it's like thinning out. But I heard that's kind of what happens with age. I definitely am like way thinner there. My chest isn't as like full, which I didn't know that like your chest like kind of still develops in your 20s, or at least for me it did. Like I started off as like a B, and I've definitely like gone up from there. So it's crazy looking back at my like older figure and being like, oh yeah, I look very different now. I just look really thin. Luckily not much later, I actually started like weightlifting and put on like a little bit more weight. I just look very like I have a good figure and physique from back then, but I'm just, yikes. Like I definitely look like I needed to eat a few meals, which maybe at some point we'll talk about why I looked that way for so long, and we can really like dive deep into that. But I wouldn't say that my body is worse now. I would say it's almost better, you know? Like I have a little bit more curve, you know? Who doesn't like that? Few of these would have been good, but man, this is like a long 10-minute video. Like there's not much talking to it, not much context. Like it's a little on the boring side if you ask me, but it's good for me to watch and like learn from, because now I know, like looking back, like maybe this is what I'll do different this time, you know? I forgot that was like my old outro, was like dare to be the star you are, because I was gonna make a YouTube channel based on how I had half of my family supporting me, and then the other half of my family didn't support me back then. And I wanted to create a space where people who didn't have support at home could come and watch my videos, and like we could talk in the comment section. That's something I definitely want to get back to, and maybe with more of my story times as we keep growing, I can make more of those and put some insight and put some of my like lifelong like memories and tragedies out there for the world, because I too have actually been through a lot, and I don't really like to talk about it because I've moved on from it and it was part of my past, but my past kind of makes me who I am today. So at some point I'll probably talk on some of those subjects and, you know, let you guys in on a little bit more so you know a little bit more about me. But for now, I am so proud of the person I was, modeling and putting myself out there for this shoot when I had some experience at the time. I wasn't nearly as experienced as I am now. I'm really proud of those videos. Leave me a like if you guys enjoyed watching me react to my old videos. Maybe I'll make a series out of this where I react to some of my old content and like cringe and like, ugh. But I had fun with this. So thank you guys so much for recommending me to do this. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a magical day, and I hope magical things happen to you all. Don't forget to leave me a comment and a like, and leave some suggestions down below. Mwah. I love you all so much. Have a magical day.